Oh, all right. Welcome to episode 51 of my FX Buddies, the podcast. And I say podcast because there is also a blog at myfxbuddies.blogspot.com or myfxbuddies.com, but you have to use the HTTPS as in Sam. All right, there's video content on Spotify.com if you're a paid subscriber, and there's a transcript at RSS.com, my FX Buddies, and that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening, rather, because I know it seems like you're watching, but you're not. So the box that appears to be a video, below that, look for the word more, click on the word more, another little box opens, and there you will see the link to the blog for this podcast that has all the articles there. What else? Yeah, so anywhere you're enjoying this content, if there's a more description, whatever box, click there, and the link to the blog is there. All right, so it is May 6th. It's Monday, May 6th, and this should be posted for tonight because it's early enough. I think that's everything. All right, I told you I would be back. So today was actually a pretty good day, a pretty good article day in Iraq. So we're starting with Association of Banks. Depriving Iraqi banks of the dollar is temporary and will be lifted. And that was a promise. Oh, not a promise. Nobody keeps promises anymore. That was an agreement, understanding achieved in Washington, right? So let's see. He is Executive Director of Iraqi Private Banks Association, Ali Tariq. And he confirmed that the banks are ready to meet any requirements, whether local or international, indicating that banks have been stopped from dealing in the US dollar temporarily, and just some of the banks, right? And yeah, so he is there's more of this, but that's just a pretty good title, and that's a nice picture, so that's why I put him there. Okay, so expert. The development path is the fastest, shortest, and safest for global trade and investments. And guess who said that? Safwan Quase. Does that sound familiar? He said that the path of development will be the fastest, shortest, and safest for global trade and investments. Now, I'm used to him just talking about fluff things like the exchange rate, usually complaining, or, oops, I shouldn't say complaining, but usually, I can't think of another word for it, complaining. But yeah, so this is interesting to see him talking about this. And guess what? He lets out a little secret. Iraq will belong to the World Trade Organization, and the investor will be the one who will search for the best. The success factors in the competition support the Development Path project. So he let the cat out of the bag. We will be in the World Trade Organization. So countdown to May 9th, right? 3 days. Well, 2.5, because on the other side of the world, it's already tomorrow, right? But anyway, all right. And there was one other thing in here. And then this part, the railway connection does not harm the work of Iraqi and regional ports, and financial stability in Iraq is supported by the IMF. So he's saying we'll be in the World Trade Organization and we are financially stable. So that was a pretty good article. Ramadan Bank announces the implementation of the comprehensive banking system in its main branch. So this is today. So they also made that announcement yesterday too. So here, the comprehensive system has been activated in these branches here. And same thing, important step to abandon paperwork and move completely towards electronic transformation. So, and they need to expand. And Rafidon Bank is a state bank, right? One of the state banks. So they have Rashid, Al Rashid. They need that bank to get on board. So they still have a ways to go. But, that I think they're ready now for the RV. Here is another article. An economic expert, Safwan Kwase again, explains the reasons for the dollar's decline in the parallel market. I apologize. Okay, so let's see. What is he saying the reason is? So the dollar went down, and you'll see here, I actually have an article. It's 1442.5. That's where it opened. It went up during the day and it closed again at 1442.5 dinars. So that's good. So he says it's policies followed by the CBI to support the value of the dinar, and policies followed to implement reforms in financial management towards diversifying the economy and investment and supporting the value of the dinar. So they need to do more, right? All right. So I put here for now, the dinar is recovering a noticeable decline in the dollar exchange rates. And I like this. It's a bag of dollars. And then they have the green going up, red going down. So here, 1462.5 for the selling price, purchase price 1442.5. So here, a potential financial crisis. Iraqi banks face new threats at the end of 2024. So just think, just say we have to be here for the end of 2024. It would maybe be a crisis, right? Because they're going to switch over. I mean, it's just going to be bam, overnight, right? Just like they did, they took us down, or not us. Man, I did. I did that. They took the dinar rate down overnight, right? As in war, right? Or excuse me, what? Because we were liberating them. But so then they're gonna put it, and they did the same thing when they devalued in 2020, right? Or 2019, whatever year it was. They did it overnight, right? And it took 4 days. No, then they lied. They tried to, no, we didn't change the rate. And the merchants was like, yes, you did, because I'm not buying the same amount of stuff. And then they were like, yeah, we did. We devalued the money. So, but Iraqi bank space, yeah. So what is the challenge? Well, actually, so what this is challenges facing Arab banks conference. And look at this. Look how, I mean, it just looks, this could be a TED Talk, right? Or something. I think these are monitors right here, right? Are these monitors? Or they have posters, and look how this big huge screen and the speakers, I don't know, just very um mm, I don't know. Modern, very looks like they spent a lot of money on that, right? So he spoke. This picture right here is this man, Wadi Handel. Handel, I don't know. But his name may sound familiar because he is in the news often. Because he's the head of the private banks. So they most of the talk here was them getting back access to the dollar. And then also maybe the crisis is they're supposedly going to end the currency auction by the end of the year too, right? So I suggest reading this. It's not long, and it's very, I'm going to say helpful. But I know most people don't think like I do. Okay, and then also, look at that, Aliyah Locke. He spoke. And matter of fact, he gave his own speech. Now, his speech is long. But, so if you read this article, right, this was the one, Potential in 2024. The first half is Handel, and then the second half is Aliyah Locke. Okay, now look at this. Leaks. Sources say Aliyah Locke submitted a request to be relieved from managing the central bank. I don't believe that, but guess what? This came out in the morning. And see, I put here, I doubt this is true, but wait 2 hours and we shall see. Nothing countering it. No, Aliyah Locke didn't say, no, it's not true. So I don't know. And we know there have been people complaining about him, right? And remember, he had a life. He was living his life, and they said, hey, can you come back to the CBI? Because remember, he was a CBI governor before. So they asked him to come back, and he came back, and his job was only supposed to be 90 days. And I don't know if it's been a year, but it's been 6, maybe even 9 months. So he may be ready to go back to his old life, right? I don't know, but I thought that was interesting. Okay, so here is central bank governor. The banking sector is witnessing major qualitative developments. And so there were some people, Mondays are hard for some people, because they get on that roller coaster and it's going to happen this weekend. Plus, I never think it would happen on a weekend. I'm a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday believer, because those are international banking days. But, what was I saying? Well, listen, whatever. Skip that, whatever I was saying. I am pleased to welcome you to your second country, Iraq. And I extend my thanks and gratitude to the board of directors of the Union of Banks, the Arab League, and blah, blah, blah. They have that protocol, which I'm so not used to, but I guess it's good. So they talk about electronic payments and achieving financial inclusion goals and researching the reality of the banking sector and reality of banks apart from the overall economy. I think they even talk about corresponding banks, concerns about deflation. So it was a pretty big deal. They go back to 2008. Now the financial crisis, that was that global financial crisis in 2008, right? Not just there. Then the Cerveza, for those of you who that's still a word 2 years later, you still can't say this word, but there is a beer, Cerveza, C, starts with a C, and then there was this thing that kept us all locked down for a few years. Yeah, that crisis. They say that they're over that. They even go back to the 70s. So again, very in depth. It is long, I know, but it's kind of an education if you read it. Oh, I was talking about Monday and the Monday blues. Thank you, Lord. See, it comes together. Anyway, so if you have to look at the changes we can see. There's been great advancement, modernization, a shift in the level of respect Iraq gets from the other Gulf countries, right? Yes, it's all in word, but that's not their fault, right? Matter of fact, there's an article about us doing something to them. We'll get to that here. But yeah, so I had to address that with some people this morning. Let's see. Here, the president of the Association of Private Banks sends an important invitation to the central bank regarding the banking sector. So they want to have more meetings. And they can only say so much here in public like this. There's probably some things he wants to say in private. Okay, so the Iranian president receives nephew Barzani. And there they are. And look at this little chair. It really bugs me. Of everything in this picture, why is that chair so small? Look at his chair. And his chair. And they got that little tiny chair right there. What's up with that? It's nice though. Isn't it nice? Anyway. Oh. All right. So that is the Iranian president, Ibrahim Raisi. That's how I say that. I don't know if that's how they say it. So remember, he did bring a high-level delegation. So even though, and here they are, I have no idea who they are, so I don't even read that. So this is a pretty big meeting. But again, will we know what they talked about? Who knows, right? So look, here's another thing reaching out to the countries of the world. Travel Companies Association of Iraq. We are working to reach understandings and openness to countries of the world because they want to get they want to get the tourism back up, now that they're safe and stable, secure and stable. And I thought this was funny. Arabian Travel Market is abbreviated ATM. But they're going to go to a travel expedition in Dubai, of all places. All right. Here, the Trade Bank of Iraq signed. Oh, shoot. The picture's not here. Okay, let me make a note. I'll try to put that picture. It's just the Japanese guy. And the Minister of Planning, I believe. But so they signed another agreement, another memorandum of understanding with a Japanese development agency. And look how that's abbreviated, JICA. So, whatever. But they have ties. They've done lots of business over the years. Here's Arab banks. Iraq supports the transition from dependence on oil revenues to a diversified economy. So, technically, all of them need. Okay, this really bugs me. According to the West, who's trying to cut down oil, right? They're the ones telling the Arab nations, you really need to find other sources of income. But yeah, right. That's not going to happen. There's 4 proposals to enhance compliance environment in Iraqi banks. So you could skip reading that if you wanted, but I believe you should read all of these articles. Okay, let's see. And here's another one. The font is different, and there's a little bit of a different wording. So you don't need to read both of those, but at least read one of them. All right, let's see. Are we almost done? All right. We can skip that. They talk, but they're not really telling us what they talked about. He's their NSA guy, National Security Advisor Qasim Araji and Alina Romanowski. And what they claimed they talked about was the importance of following up on the memorandums of understanding that were signed between the two countries in various fields, especially oil, energy, and investment. But why would the NSA guy be talking about that? So you know me, I don't believe that. So here tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the Iraqi Council of Ministers approves the 2024 budget schedules. And I put, let's hope so. And then guess what? 30 minutes later, this article was disappeared. When I tried to go there, it said 404, not found. So I don't know. We'll see. It won't be long. Now here, the Iranian president will visit Iraq soon. I told you he'd be coming, but it doesn't say when. So this may be, well, a ways off. I'm not sure. And it even says that no time was given, no date was given. All right, let's see. So, look at this. Sudani meets with director of British Petroleum. He got a private meeting, and I went back and checked. There's still no details, okay? That was this morning. It's nighttime. Matter of fact, it's a new day over there. And they're not giving us the details of what they talked about. I think that's hilarious. I mean, but they might as well do that because I'm sure they don't put the real conversation in the articles anyway, right? But anyway, okay, what's this? Oh, so part of their conversation between Iraq and Iran was they want to use national currencies in exchange. So, but that's nothing new, but it was neat to see that. Okay, so we're almost done. Because Iran still can't use dollars, right? And I think, didn't we put more sanctions on them? I think they put sanctions on us, not the country, but some entities and individuals. Uh, anyway, so I thought this was neat. A sensitive development awaits the Baghdad dollar, which is, I, it's obviously it's the dinar, right? But I think it's the parallel market price when they say that. After 6 months, and Washington will take on the role of central bank, a prominent expert. So this has more to do with getting the bank, and he is prominent. Mahmoud Dagger. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you, but let's see. No Iraqi bank has broken it so far. The major American banks will be the only window replacing the currency auction, and that's not how it's supposed to be, right? But that's what he's saying is probably going to happen. And he is a smart guy, and he has been in there at least 12 years, if not longer. All right. So, and I didn't make this red. They do that. That website does that. They have red, they have yellow, and they just have regular black. So this must be of high importance to them. Let's see. Oh no, there was another part. Shoot. Oh, here. Well, here's another one of those weird wordings. In the month of 12. What? What month is 12? Is it December? Is it their month? Because according to them, we're in the 4th month right now, right? We're not in, we're in the 5th month. I think they're in the 4th or the 8th. I don't know. They're on a different calendar than we are. But why not just say December? In the month of 12. Whatever. The Central Bank of Iraq has now, oh, sorry. The agreements will be implemented. And here, so JP Morgan and others, right? So they seem to be saying the system is set. These are the major pieces of the system. It's all a big game, just like here. Our banking system is a Ponzi scheme, right? And this new system is going to start in December. See? So here it says in the month of 12. Then he believes alternatives must be found before December. because remaining in this state will increase the risks and problems that will occur. So, does that mean we have to wait till the end of the year? According to some people think, some people think that, but I don't. Just because I don't want to, right? But anyway, so read that. I think you should read that. Um, but anyway, yeah, so I don't like that, but it is what it is. Be prepared. Oh, well, anyway. So oil is preparing to export gas oil after achieving self-sufficiency. So they went on a tour and so they've had a breakthrough. Oh, look at that. That's the last article. Is anything missing? I don't think so. I think that's it. Um, right now, yes, I will definitely post tomorrow because hopefully the budget schedules are going to get to the Council of Ministers, right? I don't think they are. But remember, they said on the weekend, it said 72 hours, and then today they put that article out, but like I said, it did disappear. So we'll see. Um, the so there was a ceasefire proposed, but I think the other half, Ice Cream Land, said deny, right? Uh, I hope I can say ceasefire. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, see, that's 2 days ago. We need like here 3 hours ago. Yeah, see, 3 hours ago, that person rejected those people's ceasefire. And there's like at least 6 countries brokering this. China stepped in, right? And told someone they need to implement. He's like, I don't care who implements it, but y'all need to cease fire. And then Egypt and Qatar are the ones that are talking to these people right here. The Azza with the G, right? And then Ham with 2 letters after that. So I don't know. I think as long as this drags on, we're gonna drag on. But let's try to be positive, right? Be positive, Tish. But anyway, but every day they do things. There's forward movement, and remember, Sadani's going to Italy on the 10th, so there'll be um, more investment. I wonder, does Italy do memorandums of understandings? Is that an international thing or just an American thing? I don't know. I'm ignorant to that. But anyway, all right. So thanks for listening. I hope this was helpful. Uh-uh. All right. Oh, my storage is getting full again. Okay. So, thanks for listening. It's only Monday. Can you believe all the things we listen to and hear and see during one day? Wow. All right. As always, I will close with accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. If there is, wherever you're enjoying this content, oh, I think I already said that. If there's a join, follow, whatever button, click that, tap that, swipe that, whatever, and enjoy the rest of your morning, night, noon, whatever time frame you're enjoying this content. And until next time.